Hey everybody, trying to figure out this live stream thing. Waiting for people to jump in here. Anyone here? Okay. Hey Mickey, how you doing? You guys will probably hear baby Triple P in the background. Hey Beans, how you doing? Good to see you, man. We are Hey JK Pioneer, what's up, brother? My first live stream. Kentucky John, how you doing? First live stream after getting that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I'm kind of playing around with it, but also had something interesting happen last night that I wanted to share with you guys. Kind of a cool story, actually.
You sure about that, Triple P?
I have not told Mrs. Triple P what happened yet. She's been asking me and asking me.
I think he's full of crap, probably.
Well, you know, I don't know. We'll see. So we're in Peoria, Illinois right now. And
I realize why it's called Pucoria now.
Pucoria, yeah. It's definitely not that happening of a place, but there's a lot of casinos and shit out here.
We might go to one tonight, Triple P.
I'm not sure I'm interested in going to a fucking casino. But, yeah, so anyways...
I can win you some money to invest in that gold and silver.
Yeah, well, going to a casino is just going to make us lose money. So, I don't know how many of you I've said this to, but it's been a rough month for us. Mrs. Triple P's father passed away, and that was what, 3 weeks ago. And my grandmother passed away. Hey Bob, how you doing? Howdy P cubed. Awesome. My grandmother passed away, and that's why we were up in Chicago. I've been out on bereavement. So 2 deaths in the family in the last month now, which kind of sucks. But we're slowly making our way back home. We're going to head back to Florida tomorrow. So down here in Peoria for the night. And basically had something really... Hey, thanks, Mickey. I appreciate that. Had something interesting happen to me last night, but before I can tell you guys about that, I got to preface it with this. I'm one of the... there's Mama. How you doing, Silver Stacking Mama? Thank you very much. I got to preface what I'm about to tell you with the disclaimer that I'm probably one of the most sane, level-headed guys you would ever want to meet. I know most of you don't know me. You just listen to me flap my jaws on YouTube. But I am probably one of the most sane, head-on-his-shoulder guys that you'll ever come across.
You
okay?
Sure about that, Triple P?
Uh-huh. So, that being said, I was never really one for, like, weird shit happening. So, in order to make you understand what happened, I just want to share with you what happened to me last... in order to make you understand what happened last night, I got to share a little bit of background with you. My grandfather, who I was extremely close with, as a matter of fact, for all practical purposes, he raised me because my father, who I'm very close with now, had a little bit of a history with alcoholism throughout my childhood. So I had a really fucked up childhood. My grandfather was a very important part in my life. He passed away approximately, probably close to 15 years ago. Now, that being said, after my grandfather passed away, I never really believed in anything crazy, kooky shit, and I'm not sure if I still do. But let me tell you what happened, and you guys be the judge of it. So basically, after he passed, within a day, things at my house got crazy in terms of weird shit happening. And this went on for a period of 2 weeks. And I'll just share a couple of experiences with you. First of all, my ex-wife and I, Mrs. Triple P is victim number 2. My original victim and I were in the bedroom. It was late at night.
Making some love?
No, not at all. We were chilling in the bed watching TV, and
Who just chills in the bed?
and there's Mrs. Triple P. Hey, Blind Silver Stacker 47, how you doing, man? And the ex-wife had a coffee cup sitting on her nightstand, and she was nowhere near it. Her and I were the only ones in the bedroom. Hey, Unicorn, how you doing? Silver Unicorn. And we are the only ones in the bedroom, and out of the clear blue sky, the coffee cup that was on the ex-wife's nightstand flew off of the nightstand and into the wall. Like, it wasn't on the edge of the nightstand. It was probably about 4 or 5 inches from the edge. And it didn't land on the floor. It landed about 3 feet away. Like, we heard it hit the wall and it hit the floor. Freaked the ever-living fuck out of us. I cannot explain that. Then, for a period of about 1 week, I can't remember if it was 6 nights or 7 nights. Bought some platinum. Awesome. Buy some more. Hey, Capital Currency, how you doing? Thanks for checking in, man. I can't remember if it was 6 or 7 nights after that I kept having these weird dreams every night. And every night the dream was about my grandfather. So, like, it would wake me up. Like, you guys know how dreams are. You don't always remember them. And if you wake up, you're more likely to remember the dream. And every single night I got woken up by a dream about my grandfather. And I would turn over and look at the alarm clock, and the time on the alarm clock was 5:15 a.m. Well, the first couple of nights, it didn't really, like, faze me at all. I mean, I was obviously still grieving because I was very close with him. Didn't faze me one bit. It's just like, okay, whatever. I mean, I just lost my grandfather, so of course I'm going to have dreams, right? And, like, when I was a kid, I grew up in a really screwed up religion. And, like, this live streaming is cool because I just ramble, and I'm probably going to start saying too much personal shit. But I grew up in this really screwed up religion. And, all right, Unicorn, thanks for checking in, Silver Unicorn, appreciate it. This religion that I grew up in did not allow us to celebrate birthdays. Like, so fucked up, right? And it wasn't until I turned about 16 years old and grew a set of balls that I was like, okay, this is a fucking cult. Peace out, bitches. But this religion, I'm sure probably many of you heard of it, was called Jehovah's Witnesses. And that's what I was raised up as. So I went my whole entire childhood. No, worse than Amish. Amish would have been better. I went my whole entire childhood without being able to celebrate any holidays, without being able to celebrate any birthdays. It was fucked up. And I'm so glad that I'm able to give my kids a better life and not have to put them through the same misery and torture that I went through. Um, uh, like many of my friends didn't even didn't even make it out. A couple of them committed suicide. So yeah, it's looking back on my childhood. It's amazing that I didn't end up dead or in jail. That being said, I digress. That being said, understanding that background information, um, where was I? How did I get so far off track, Mrs. Triple P?
I don't know. You're rambling.
Oh, my grandfather. That's right. So I had these dreams, and they kept waking me up at 5:15 in the morning every morning. And this happened for like 6 or 7 nights. And it wasn't until like after the fifth night, I'm like, okay, this is getting fucking weird. Like, what the hell? Every single night, 5:15 a.m. So finally, I decided, you know, I know my grandfather was born in May, but because that we weren't allowed to celebrate birthdays, I didn't know. Baby Triple P's having a blast. I didn't know what his birthday actually was. So I asked my grandmother after about the fifth or sixth night, I'm like, hey, what was Grandpa's birthday? And she said it was May 15th. And I just had the blood. Like, I'm getting almost the chills and like feeling freaked out right now just talking about it because, like, I mean, could it have been a coincidence? Yeah, sure. I mean, it could have been my subconscious waking me up in the middle of the night at 5:15 with a stupid dream. And, is, who knows? I mean, I'm the guy that's always looking for a rational explanation, right? Well, then after that happened, I still kind of didn't didn't really want to put two and two together. And again, me and the ex-wife are laying in bed watching TV, and nobody's cooking, nothing's going on in the house. Like, we're just chilling watching some TV show. It's about 11:30 or midnight, and the smoke detector went off. And it's not like the smoke detector like when there's a fire, because this thing had two distinct different alarms. It had the alarm for a fire, obviously, and then it had the alarm for the test button, which if you just push the test button, it would chime the test signal for approximately 3 to 4 seconds and then stop. And it was almost like someone pushed the test button and let go. And like, I kind of jumped, and my ex-wife was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, that was weird. And she said, well, that's probably your grandfather trying to tell you that he's okay and that he loves you. And I'm like, nah, fuck out of here. It's a bunch of bullshit. There's no way, right? Like, that just can't possibly be. And she's like, I'm telling you, look at all the weird shit that's been happening, right? And I'm like, you're full of shit. I said, if that was my grandfather and he was really, hey, Wild West, how you doing? If that was my grandfather and he was really trying to give me a message and let me know that he was okay or that he loved me, he would make it more clear. He would fucking do it again. And I started yelling through the house like my kids are sleeping. I'm like, damn it, you're full of shit. That's not you. That is not you. If that's you, fucking prove it. Prove it right now and push it again. And when I did that, like on command, like after I said that, within 3 seconds it went off again. And it was at that moment that I realized, this is crazy. And I told, after that happened, I said out loud, okay, Grandpa, I get it. I get you're trying to give me a message. I get you're trying to tell me that you love me, and it's okay. And I understand. So, you know, I totally, I totally get what you're trying to tell me now, or something to that effect. And after I said that, that was the end of it. Everything stopped. That was the end of it. And nothing at all weird has happened in the last almost 15 years until something that happened last night that gave me a little bit of pause.
Something happened the night before your stepmom.
Well, this has nothing to do with my grandfather, though. Well, remind me to explain that before we finish the stream, Mrs. Triple P, and that's a totally separate situation. So last night, while I well, let me back up. This whole, and I gotta be very careful how I say this so YouTube doesn't like start censoring shit. I'm sure you guys are aware of the soon to be presidential mandate coming out for the thing that's supposed to happen in December. And you all know what I'm talking about. The thing that's going to be required for everybody to take. And if you have a business with more than 100 employees, that thing. So this has been weighing very heavily on me. And it's been consuming every single, a lot of my spare time.
Way too much of your time.
I'm also one of the union leaders at my airline. So I represent a shit ton of pilots. And this is, it's not just me that's worried about the thing, but it's many other airline pilots at my airline that are also worried about having to get forced to get the thing. So, that being said, I don't even know what to make out of this stream. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something, maybe you guys can tell me your opinion. Mrs. Triple P has been asking me all day, what the fuck was it? And I'm like, I don't want to go through this story twice. So you can listen to it when I do this live stream. And I know this is a totally different kind of video than what I normally do, but it's also a good opportunity for me to test this live stream thing as well.
Are you going to show them the medals you bought?
No, we'll do that later. Anyways, both of us digress. Again, I'm getting more off track than fish at this point. Okay, so last night, I'm dreaming, and I'm dreaming like I'm in this men's or boys' locker room. I don't know if I was in high school. Like, you know how it is when you have a dream, you don't necessarily remember all of the details, but you remember enough. So I'm in this locker room, and there was this guy who decided he wanted to try to kick my ass. And you guys ever have those dreams that just feel so real that when you wake up, you're confused that it was just a dream? This is how it felt. And like, I remembered in my dream, hey Will, how you doing? I remembered in my dream getting thrown to the ground, and I curled up in a ball, like in this fetal position, like a little bitch, and just laid there in this fetal position, which is so unlike me, because I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor. You guys know that. I will fight to the death. You're going to hurt me or my family. I'm not going down without a fight. Anyways, I curled up in this ball like this little bitch on the ground in this locker room, and I was sure I was about to get pummeled and beaten alive. And I'm just waiting for the blows to come and and hit me and kick me, and I could almost feel it happening even though nothing has happened in my dream. And then all of a sudden I woke up, and I I could have sworn that I heard my grandfather's voice, and I don't remember what I heard him say, but like I can hear it right now.
Maybe it's because you drove by your grandfather's old house.
Maybe, but here's where the weird part happens, Mrs. Triple P. I figured, well, as long as I'm up, I might as well go take a piss. As I turned over to get out of bed, I looked at the alarm clock and it said 5:15. So I don't know. I'm writing it off as a crazy coincidence, but
Maybe he wanted you to go and see your mother.
I'm writing it off as a crazy coincidence. I have no idea why. I mean, obviously I could have just happened to wake up at 5:15. And I have no idea what the significance of that dream was, cuz I don't know if he's trying to tell me to fight harder with this whole thing that's supposed to happen. I'm not quite sure what the message is here. Stand up. Yeah, I know. I always have been somebody who stands up. I know that. So I just thought that was really weird. So hey, Mad, how you doing? Let's go, Brandon. Yes. Uh, Mad, you missed the whole story, brother. But anyways, Mrs. Triple P wanted me to mention what happened the other night as well, right, honey?
Yeah, after you saw T.
So I don't know if you guys have seen the collaboration. Hold on, what do we got here? Steph is saying something. Okay, it disappeared. Shit, I was trying to read the message and it disappeared. Bear with me, guys. I'm still trying to figure out how to work this live stream stuff, so I'll have to go back and read it later. And he's letting you know he loses his losses. He's watching over you to keep fighting. Yeah, probably. Um, where was I? Oh, the collaboration video that I did with T. If you haven't seen that, go to T the Silver Stacker's channel, watch this video. I met T the Silver Stacker at Gold Depot in Crown Point, Indiana, and he's a great guy. We definitely enjoyed meeting each other. He's just like he sounds in his videos. He's honest, he's real, and he's just a solid dude. I liked him a lot, and he's definitely one of my favorite channels out there. So if you haven't checked him out, please do. But I met T at the Gold Depot, and you can basically watch his video and see what happened. But after we were leaving, T had packed up and he was heading home. And Mrs. Triple P and the kids and I and my stepmother and my father wanted to go grab something for dinner. So we asked Matt. Matt is one of the guys that works at the Gold Depot. Don't make me kick his ass. That's awesome, Matt. So we asked Matt at the Gold Depot, hey, we want to go get some dinner. Can you recommend a place here in town, like a local ma and pa place to go get something to eat? He's like, yes, Prime Steakhouse. I was like, wow, that didn't take long. No hesitation. No, what kind of food do you want? Nothing. It was just, yes, Prime Steakhouse. Go there. And we're like, okay. And they're like, yeah, you don't have to wear that thing over your face. I don't know if I can say it on a live stream without YouTube censoring me or not. Um, wow, Steph, that's crazy. Wow. Um, yeah, I hate chains, man. I can't stand them. Like I wanna go somewhere to eat that's a local ma and pa place.
Like to the casino tonight.
No, we are not going to the casino tonight.
Yay!
Oh, jeez. You guys see what I got to put up with? Holy shit. Um, so, anyways, this Prime Steakhouse, it was a little bit pricey,
A
but
little.
okay, it was okay. So it was like 45 or $50 for a ribeye steak. I mean, it was a little pricey, but it was worth every penny. It was phenomenal. In fact, I'm not going to say it's the best steak I've ever had in my whole entire life, but damn, it was close. I actually can't remember a better steak. Um,
Toddler Triple P, can you say hello?
Hi. Can you say hello, YouTube?
No!
Toddler Triple P just woke up from his nap. um, so I'm not going to say it's the best steak I've ever had, but I can't remember a better steak. I will say that. So we're waiting for a table, and they said, okay, it's going to be, and this was it was on Friday night, right, honey? Was it a Friday night? Friday night, yeah. So we're waiting for it. Hey, get your head out of the window. Whoops. So we're waiting for a table. Hey, buddy, I love you. We're waiting for a table. He what?
He got kicked.
He did not get kicked. He got my foot nudging his head off the camera. So we're waiting for a table, right? And like every 5 minutes, hey guys, we're clearing it off. Just be patient with us. Just be patient with us. They were like, awesome. Well, there's this staircase that like the waiting area is very small. And there's this staircase that like goes, it's a narrow old staircase. This whole building is old. It's really cool and historic looking. And the staircase like goes up to a sushi restaurant that's on the second floor. Well, we're all talking, and my stepmother is standing up because there's not enough chairs, and her back is facing the staircase. And with her back facing the staircase, we're just chit-chatting about absolutely nothing, just enjoying conversation, and she jumped. And I'm like, what the hell? And she like turns and she's like, what? I'm like, what? She's like, who's tapping me? I'm like, what do you mean tapping you? She's like, someone just tapped me on the shoulder like 2 times. What's wrong, buddy? You want ice cream? He wants ice cream. Oh boy. So
Guess what? We're gonna take you to
she's like, something just tapped me on the shoulder. Who's there? And I'm like, there's nobody there. And I can see all the way up the staircase, which is probably about, I'd guess, at least 16 to 18 steps going up. And she's like, I'm telling you, someone just tapped me on the shoulder very lightly. Like it almost felt like a brush against my neck and then like a couple of taps. Like almost a cobwebby type feeling. And I'm like, yeah, they do have ice cream at the casino, Matt. I bet they do. That's the
also got some drinks.
That's the last thing that we need is drinks or ice cream.
Drinks with ice cream.
Maybe we can put the alcohol in our ice cream. And my stepmother is definitely not one to believe in ghosts either. She's like, no, it's stupid. They're very religious, but they don't believe in like ghosts being able to hang around, if that's what you want to call it. Spirits, I don't know. So basically, she's telling me that something tapped her, and I'm like, I can see all the way up this staircase. There is absolutely nothing there. And she's swearing to me that there is something that tapped her on the shoulder. So we're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, we finally get our table, like maybe 15 minutes later, and we go up and we put in our drink order with the waitress, and she comes back with our drinks, and I throw in an appetizer order. And I said to the waitress, because she was an older lady, very nice, very sweet, and she looked like she's one of those type of people that had worked there forever. And I asked her, and she's like, I've been here, honey, how many years did she say she was there?
Like 13 years.
I thought it was 16 years. Whatever. She's been there like over a decade. A long fucking time, right? And I'm like, I have a stupid question for you. She's like, sure. I said, this place isn't haunted, is it? And she got this like grin across her face, and she said, oh yeah, it's very haunted. And I'm like, get out of here. She said, what happened? And I told her what my stepmother said happened to her. And she's like, oh yeah, people get tapped on the shoulder here all the time. It's almost on a nightly basis. She says some people, they'll get their arm grabbed. Some people get their shoulder tapped. It happens all the time. And she's like, yeah, she said, just Google it. I mean, I guess if you guys want to Google it, it's the Prime Steakhouse in Crown Point, Indiana. And it was just crazy. We're just like, wow. So apparently that place has a history. That's what Mrs. Triple P wanted me to tell you guys about. Obviously, that has nothing to do with the experience I told you about earlier. And I know that this video is completely unlike anything that I ever do, but this was a great way to test the live stream, because I'm going to start doing the Kilo Bar giveaway stuff. At least the last phase of the Kilo Bar giveaway will definitely. Thanks, Wild West. I appreciate it. I'm going to do at least the last part of that Kilo Bar giveaway via live stream. And it's nice to know that this works. And we've been going now for it looks like almost 33 minutes. Happy Halloween video, right? So I know it's different than what I normally do, but I just wanted to share that experience with you. I'm kind of curious what you guys think, because, that's why I wanted to preface it with the fact that I'm one of the most grounded people you'll ever meet. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I think there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world today, but I'm not one of those people that just surrounds himself with a bunch of stupid shit. So I don't know if that was my grandfather trying to send me a message or not, but like I said, it was just an odd thing. So I think right now we're going to probably wrap it up, right, honey? And we're going to go grab some dinner.
Yeah, we're going to go to the casino with lots of money.
Oh. No. No. We are not. The gambling that we do is with cryptocurrency. That's our gambling money.
Boo.
Conspiracy theorist involves a fake story, a conspiracy, or telling the truth. Yeah, that's true. Eat some lobster for me. Casino lobster? I'm not sure if that sounds very good, Wild West. Some casino lobster? You want some lobster? Yeah? Or do you want ice cream? Ice cream? I got to move this further and further to the right because he's sticking his head in the window again.
You can show the back of his head?
Nah, that's all right because he's turning his head. So we're gonna go grab some dinner, guys. thank you for listening to me ramble on and on about nonsense for the last 35 minutes. Ice
This
cream.
was great story time with pistol packing pilot.
Story time with Triple P. Ice cream it is, says Wild West. Thanks for listening to me ramble on, guys. This is the reason I started this channel is, you guys are like almost an extended form of family, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So, thanks for watching, and we're gonna come back with I'm sure I'll have a video or something out. Yes, ice cream and story time. Ice cream. I'm sure we'll have another video out probably in the next couple days, because I did buy some stuff at the Gold Depot that I'll showcase. So, talk to you guys later. Thanks, and take care. I got to just figure out how to turn this thing off. How do we stop a live stream? Maybe hit the X button. There we go. Stop stream.